Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. Second person today needing help with a leak. And for this one, when you draw a box, I can't stand it to fill it in. So you need to change that. Well, that's personal preference, but you don't have to do so much work. So I put a box around it so in case it leaks outside, it won't leak throughout Corel, the whole page. And you can see it's got some leaks. I could have just steered him to another video that I just did earlier today, but I thought, you know what? Let's just do this one because I've got a question about that sign above the N and how that's going to stay. This guy makes belt buckles. So I've got it all selected. I'm going to grab my shape tool and then I'm going to select it all. Now you notice some in blue, and a lot of times it doesn't collect that or select that, but that's not leaking. So go to Windows, Dockers, and join curves. I've got mine set on 0.01 and hit apply, and you could see them disappear. Now take the Smart Fill tool on any color and just fill it in and you're good to go. And of course, to get that, you're going to have to fill that in, but he makes belt buckles, so I don't know what, if you need to connect that, if this is going to be cut out, it's very easily connectable, and I'm not saying he needs to, but just to show people, let's do this. Let's get rid of our box now and select it all. Go up to Object, Group. Well, see, it's not a group anymore. So let's, what is it if it's not a group? 4 objects selected. And I can see something off here. The bounding box is a lot bigger than it needs to be. So there's something there. So let's go under View and Wireframe. Well, evidently I had the box out there. So now let's go back to View and Enhance. I thought I'd turn that box off. So now let's select it all. Go up to Object, Group. Okay, can't group it. So what we can do, we know it doesn't leak because we fixed the leak. So let's take the Smart Fill tool and do that right there and nudge it over. Well, let me set my nudge factor something bigger, like that thing is about 6 inches. So let's make our nudge factor 6 and let's move that out of the way. And then let's take that Spanish sign, whatever it is. I'm almost embarrassed. I don't know what it is. And now if we left click, right click, we should be able to go to Object and break the curve apart. But you know what? Maybe because we're selecting that other one. So let's move that out of the way for a second. Select this, go up to Object, break curve apart. That's what we needed. So now we can take this one and move it over. And this is only if he wanted that touching. We could move that down, just a little bit, just so it's barely touching. And then you could do 2 things. You could quite possibly weld it. Let's just try that. I normally don't use the weld tool for this, but we can weld it. And it didn't work. And that's why a lot of times I don't use the weld tool. So what I'm going to do is just take the virtual segment delete key. And I apologize for the one I'm doing. He probably is not going to have this touching it. He makes belt buckles, and I don't know what. You'd probably want that a little bit stronger. But that's the same look. And then take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in. And as always, move the Smart Fill out of the way. And your Smart Fill is going to be your good item. Left click, right click in red. And there's your all put together. See how this is different groups of stuff, where this is all one piece. Anyway, I hope that helped him a little bit. Thank you for watching.